Hi, it's Paul from Hench Herbivore with delicious high-protein vegan burger and bean dip recipes. If you want more awesome recipes to benefit your health or sports performance, hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon so you're notified of new videos. Okay, so first we'll make the burgers. For this recipe you'll need a can of chickpeas, 130 grams of quinoa, half a medium onion, half a red pepper, half a bunch of finely chopped coriander, a teaspoon each of turmeric, garlic powder, onion powder, cumin, smoked paprika, a third of a teaspoon of chili powder, a third of a teaspoon of black pepper, and salt to taste. So first of all you want to cook your quinoa as per the pack instructions, then preheat your oven to 200 degrees Celsius. Finely chop your vegetables in a food processor. Now you drain your chickpeas. As an aside, if you can get these Tetra packs rather than the cans, they don't have that plastic BPA in the lining, which is much better for our health. Now put all of the ingredients into a large mixing bowl. And combine well. Now transfer the ingredients to a food processor and mix until well combined. For the best results in terms of combining the mixture, we found it better to do it half at a time. Next we need to shape the patties. You can do it by hand, much easier to get yourself a burger press, they're inexpensive. So parchment paper, cut to size, goes in the top. Now we found a really good tip is to wet the press. So put water in the bottom, a little on the parchment paper. And then you're going to fill the top bit up with your mixture. Boom. And now we pop these in the oven for 35 minutes. Now I'll show you how to make a quick and easy high protein vegan dip. For this recipe, you'll need a can's worth of white beans, 4 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, a tablespoon of tahini. Here I've gone for non-roasted, so it's got less advanced glycation end products which cause sarcopenia into old age or muscle wastage. We don't want that. Got some water, a teaspoon of turmeric, a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a third of a teaspoon of black pepper, a third of a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, and salt to taste. Okay, so mix all the ingredients well in the blender. A bit of the water goes in first. Nooch, beans, spices, and the tahini. Add a little water as necessary. And now we'll pop this bad boy into a ramekin. So I've served these bad boys with some lovely baked chips. Now, the biggest killer of vegans is actually still heart disease. The reason I put it down to saturated fat, olive oil, which we consider to be relatively healthy, 14% saturates by weight. Ditch the oil is the biggest negative that a vegan can eat. So these are just baked 200 degrees on parchment paper in the oven for about 45 minutes, and they're delicious. In the dip, we have the tahini. So although we've not got the oil, we need some fats to absorb fat-soluble nutrients from the greens, from the colourful yellow, orange, red vegetables. So we need the vitamin E, vitamin K, the carotenoids, and so a little bit of tahini fat will help absorb that. And incidentally, these carotenoids get deposited into the skin, making us look a nice bronze colour, if that's of importance to you. So as I said at the start of the video, there's a myriad of benefits from all these plant phytonutrients. One thing I will talk about just very briefly though is the turmeric. It has a compound curcumin. It's the most anti-inflammatory thing there is pretty much. So by having black pepper with the turmeric, we absorb more of this curcumin into our bloodstream, and in fact you can have 2000% more curcuminoids by having black pepper with your turmeric. So do that on the daily, helps recover from your workouts. And now, the taste test. Oh god damn! so delicious, so health promoting, supports your workouts better than any other diet. You can have it all. Why would you eat anything other than whole plant foods? Honestly, it is amazing. If you've enjoyed this video and you feel like it may be of benefit to others, why not help grow our wonderful community by sharing this out on your social media, and together we'll help inspire everybody to go vegan for victory.